What is up, metalheads, and welcome back to Full Metal Geek. We are still going through our debut matches, trying to see who we are going to get to challenge Timbercall first this season. I'm your host, as always, the Red Ranger, RJ Rene Villarreal Jr. So many R's, I'm tired of counting. Like, seriously, my full name, there's like 20 R's. You can check me if you want, but that's how it feels. And co-hosting with me today is my good buddy, the guy who passed this league on to me and Robert when it first started, and that is Sandy, the Sandman Robinson. Sandy, how you doing today, man?
Hey, it's been a minute since I've been in one of the hosting chairs for Full Metal Geek. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me. I've been really excited watching all of these rookies, do their matches. The league is getting thicker, which I love. Lots of good people. Even the people who lose are doing really well. It's a great job that you're doing. And shout out to Mr. Parker, the Spider, for his question rating. So let's have some fun today.
Yeah, and like you said, we got a lot of new competitors coming in, and today we have Ruben Cologne and Albert Wiradharma. These are two competitors that we've seen in other leagues compete in geek-like aspects. You know, both of them are ranked competitors over in fandom. So we're seeing them here in a kind of more condensed league. These two are pretty evenly matched from what I have done the research on them. So Sandy, how do you see this going?
Both of them have strengths, obviously. Round one is going to be round one. You either know it or you don't know it. It's the way it always is with round one. They're just, relatively simple or, not easy, but recognizable questions. It's round two where it really becomes an issue. So if one of them rolls their strength and another one doesn't, you're going to see a great differential between the score going into round three. But it's anybody's game. I've seen Albert play before. I've seen Ruben play before. They're both pretty knowledgeable in all this stuff, but it is a different league. And it's more of the geek centric instead of the fandom centric stuff. So let's see if they know their stuff, because it gets pretty deep in here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are going to talk to those competitors both real quick. First, we are going to be talking to Albert Wiradharma and his manager, Adelaide. Albert, welcome to Full Metal Geek. This is your first premiere match here. One of your faction mates just had theirs. So how are you feeling coming into this?
I'm really excited. Full Metal Geek has been something that I've been trying to get into for quite some time now. So the fact that I have a chance to actually play in here, it's a lot of pressure for myself, but I'm just very excited to prove myself that I deserve to be in here.
All right. And Adelaide, how do you feel? You already got one win for you under the belt. So how do you feel coming in with Albert now?
I just came out of the shower, very relaxed, very stress-free, because I know today's going to be another dub. I have full faith in Albert. He has been incredible in all of the work that we have put in together to make him an even better player. And Ruben's someone who I've already managed before. I know his weaknesses. I know his flaws. And I will find a chink in his armor like the Great Smaug was destroyed by the company in the Hobbit trilogy. Ruben's going down.
All right, just a correction. The company actually didn't take out Smaug. That was Bard the Bowman, but it's okay. You're not competing today. Albert is. But let's go ahead and talk to the gentleman they think they are going to take down. That is Ruben Cologne with his representative today, Mike Hanley. Ruben, as I said to Albert, welcome to Full Metal Geek. It's good to see you here. Trying to be... That was a little weird. But anyways, like I said, we are faction mates over in fandom, but I'm a non-biased host here. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. How do you feel being here, man?
Yeah, I said it pre-match. I'm nervous, very, very nervous. This is a league I've been trying to get into since I joined the fan leagues last year. So I'm glad to finally have the opportunity. I'm going up against a fierce competitor, and on top of the fact of facing a fierce competitor, I'm facing a manager of mine that knows my strengths and weaknesses. So I had to come up with some trump cards. So it's going to be a difficult match. But I'm here to bring it. I'm going to do my best and hope things work out in my favor.
And Mike, thank you for stepping in for Thomas here today. Yeah. What do you got to say for our buddy over here?
We picked him for Criterion, and in essence, we picked him as an employee of Blockbuster Video for curbside pickup for a reason. He doesn't need me here. He's going to do it. Fuck it. Kick his ass.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this match started. Gentlemen, we are going to start this match in round number one. Round number one, of course, works like this. You're each going to get 10 questions throughout Geek. Each question is going to be worth 1 point for a right answer. When we ask you the question, you have 15 seconds to write down your answer. After that, show it, say it, try to pronounce it right. Don't really count spelling because, as we all know, apparently I can't spell Klingon as much as I tried, but whatever. Keep in mind throughout the entire match, you do have 1 challenge and 3 repeats. That'd be weird if you have 3 challenges. We'd be way too nice to you guys. But other than that, Albert, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ruben, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to start with round number one. Your first question is going to be in the category of Marvel. Which X-Man was Logan substitute teaching for at the beginning of X-Men The Last Stand?
As a one-time substitute teacher, before I moved into a permanent role as a teacher, I can say substitute teaching really sucks.
Sandy, I just learned something new about you today. I didn't know you were a substitute. I didn't know you were a teacher. That's awesome. I just never knew that about you.
I have 2
Now
degrees.
I feel bad. We've been friends for so long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pins down. And Albert, we go to you first.
Storm.
That is incorrect. Ruben.
Scott Summers.
Scott Summers, Cyclops is correct.
All right, guys. Your next category and question comes in Worlds of DC. In Wonder Woman, Hippolyta tells a young Diana that she was sculpted from clay and giving life by what god?
Not really related to this, but Sandy, if you could have any Batman gadget, like any gadget from any iteration, animated, live action, whatever, what would you want?
I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna say the rumbler, the tumbler, whatever it's called.
Nice.
So
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pens down, and we start with Ruben this time.
Zeus.
And Albert?
Zeus.
Both correct.
all correct.
And the answer for me is, as much as I hate bats, I want the thing from the Dark Knight or Batman Begins that just summons the armies of bats. Still kind of want it. All right, gentlemen, your next question is in the category of heroes and villains. What was the full name of the real character who turned into the Joker in 1989's Batman? Need his full name, first and last. You know, now that I should have read the questions ahead because that probably would have been appropriate time to bring up the Batman question, but I don't read ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert, as always. No, that was my fault. I should have read ahead. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we start with Albert.
Jack Napier.
That is correct. And Ruben.
Like Napier.
All right, 3 to 2.
Guys are on a roll now. Question number 4, guys, comes in the category of directors, composers. What MCU movie had a score composed by Pinar Toprak and was directed by Ryan Fleck and Anna Boden?
As I said before this match, I have started my chronological rewatching of the MCU yesterday. I'm on film number 4.
I did mine about a month ago, and it was just fun to see all of the things that will show up later.
Right?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But it does take away from some of this end credit scenes. I'm not going to lie. All right, we start with Ruben.
Complete guess of one that I don't know the answer for, so I went with Captain Marvel.
And Albert?
Captain Marvel.
Both of you are correct. All right, gentlemen, your halfway point question is going to be in the category of the Wizarding World. Yeah. In Order of the Phoenix, the Vizier's entrance to the Ministry of Magic is located inside of what? This is probably my favorite, like, secret entrance in, like, almost all of Harry Potter, like, at all.
I'm kind of partial to the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. I like that one. So
that is also a good one. Not gonna.
I'm getting two movies mixed up. I already know it.
And 5, 4.
Can I get
3.
a repeat?
Absolutely, that is Albert's first repeat. In Order of the Phoenix, the visitor's entrance to the Ministry of Magic is located inside of what?
Okay. I misheard the question the first time.
That is okay. That's what repeats are for. Also to kill time, whichever way you decide to use it. All right. And I ran out of babble because I thought the countdown was over, but that's not Albert's fault. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, pens down, and we start with Albert.
Phone booth.
And Ruben.
Telephone booth.
Both are correct.
all right, guys. Category 6 is mixed bag. Mixed bag. What is the profession of Timothy Dalton's character, Neville Sinclair, in The Rocketeer?
This question brought to you by Robert's Study Guide. It's terrible. I know he has the most fun with mixed bag. I really do. He really does.
I really like The Rocketeer.
I still haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to on Disney Plus since it always pass it by. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat
2.
the question.
All right, that's Ruben's first repeat.
All right, in the category of mixed bag, what is the profession of Timothy Dalton's character, Neville Sinclair, in The Rocketeer?
Now that I've actually been doing some studying, I would say Timothy Dalton is probably my 4th favorite Bond.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with being 4th.
Okay,
You know,
good.
I
At
mean,
least
he
I
only-
don't have to feel bad.
He only did 2, so I mean,
Yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right, and we start with you, Ruben.
I'm not getting the characters mixed up. Is he an actor?
That is correct. And Albert.
No, I didn't have it. I have astrophysicist.
All right. All right, gentlemen, your next question is going to be the category of DC. This is DC outside of the DC Extended Universe, Worlds of DC, whatever the frick they call it now. What item does Arthur use to kill a former coworker named Randall in Joker? Still have not seen this movie.
you and me both. I don't intend to.
I really don't either. I'm just like, the first trailer was cool, and the second trailer threw me completely off. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. But Joaquin got he got the Oscar, so congratulations to him. All right, we start with Albert.
A scissor.
That is correct. And Ruben.
Scissors.
All right.
All right, guys. Hey, look at this, how this worked out for us. Category 8, and your 8th question is in Star Trek. Name one of the 2 people who beamed down to the Genesis planet from the USS Grissom in The Search for Spock.
That was a happy accident for you, Sandy.
It certainly was.
And as you can see by the remaining categories, it actually just works out perfectly for us.
It really does.
All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. All right. And we start with Ruben.
I think the other one was Savick, but David's also one of them.
All right. And Albert.
I had Chekhov.
I will accept David. It was David Marcus. I'm going to accept David.
But extra props, Ruben, for recognizing that Savick was the other one. Good job.
Yeah, also a good point. All right, gentlemen, your penultimate question. I know it's said wrong, but I love pissing off my question writer. And the category is Middle Earth. Who kills Balg in the Battle of the Five Armies? I like this movie. I like this movie a lot.
I could absolutely tell you that I would not have known. So,
I mean, it's not my favorite, but I still like it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And RIP to the man who just died, who was in Lord of the Rings. I always forget his name, but he was also in Power Rangers, so RIP to him. He died recently.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Albert.
Keely.
And Ruben.
It's Legolas, my bowman.
Legolas is correct. All right, gentlemen, we are going into your last question. If Ruben hits this, he will get the perfect round and will receive a bonus question just to him.
okay, guys. The category is Star Wars. Who plays Resistance Trooper Beaumont Kin in The Rise of Skywalker?
That's a deep, deep cut for a movie that just came out.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. For someone else, it could be just like, dude, I totally know. But for me, I wouldn't be able to pull that. Especially not in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. And Ruben, your answer first.
All right. Hopefully this is his character. I'm gonna go with Mary Dominic. Monahan.
And Albert.
I didn't have anything.
And Ruben gets the perfect round.
Good
It
job.
was, in fact, Mary Dominic Monaghan. All right, Ruben, so you are going to get one more question. You don't need to write it down. Just answer it within the 15 seconds. And the category is going to be quotes. What Worlds of DC characters said, I live underground. Y'all are just tourists?
Do I need? It's Killer Croc.
Killer Croc is correct. 1 point. And for the third time in a row, we have another perfect round by a new competitor. For the third time in a row. Wow. But you know what? So Ruben does have 11. Albert not too far behind with 5. And anything can happen as we get into round number 2. Gentlemen, round number 2 is going to work like this. I will present y'all with a wheel. The wheel has 8 categories on it, plus hero and villain's pick. Each of you will get a spin at the wheel. Whatever category you land on, you'll receive 5 questions in it, each worth 2 points. You can ask for multiple choice. However, that takes the value down to 1. You are allowed 1 respin if you don't like the category you get, unless it lands on villain's pick. Then you cannot respin. And keep in mind, gentlemen, there is stealing in this round, so be ready with those steals. So, Ruben, since you are in the lead, I'm going to bring on your manager and then bring up the wheel. What?
I'm almost positive that Albert has 6 points instead of 5.
Is it 6? I'm sorry. Did I forgot to give him 1? Because he got that.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you're right. That was my bad. It is 11-6. I am sorry. I forgot to write down a dash. Oh, that's what happened. I wrote another dash too close to it. I apologize. It is in fact 11-6. All right. So still, I'm going to bring up the wheel for you, Ruben. And once I give you all the categories, you can decide with your manager whether you would like to spin first or defer. All right. And your categories for this match are going to be Wizarding World, Mixed Bag, MCU, Directors and Composers, Middle Earth, Marvel, Worlds of DC, and Star Trek. And of course, you have hero and villain's pick. So, knowing all the categories, Ruben, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
You're up 5 points, Ruben, so keep that in mind. How are you feeling about the wheel?
Yeah, I mean, there's only one category that I'm a little nervous about. I don't see. Yeah, so quotes isn't on there, which is the one I was most concerned about. So, I guess we go. We can let her go first. That's fine. And then try to get some student. Yeah, let's let him go first.
All right, so Albert will be spinning first. Let me now bring his manager on.
Yeah.
All right, Albert, and here is your first spin. and it lands on Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
That's pretty good.
Let's take it.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right, no problem. So we're going to keep Wizarding World.
Got this.
All
right. And Sandy, you can go ahead and hit Albert with his Wizarding World questions.
You got it. All right, Albert. Your first of 5 questions is, in the Crimes of Grindelwald, Newt uses Polyjuice Potion to get into the French ministry. Who does Newt transform into?
And you need a specific name, right? It's Theseus Scamander, his brother.
For 2 points. Question number 2. In the Chamber of Secrets, Hagrid says flesh-eating slugs are ruining what school vegetable? Five, 4, 3,
Mandrakes.
2. That is unfortunately incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal for Ruben. Yeah.
Can you repeat the question? I'll use it repeat.
Okay. In the Chamber of Secrets, Hagrid says flesh-eating slugs are ruining what school vegetable? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go with pumpkins.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect. Well, the answer we were looking for is the cabbage. They're ruining the cabbage. All right, Albert, your third question in Wizarding World is, in the Order of the Phoenix, which of Harry's friends does he have a tense confrontation with in the Gryffindor common room?
Seamus.
That's correct for 2 points. Question number 4. Who did Arthur transport the night Harry was moved in the Deathly Hallows Part 1? Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, George, B, Fred, C, Ron, or D, Hermione.
Fred.
For 1 point. And your final question in Wizarding World is this. What curse makes the objects in Bellatrix's vault multiply in Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Flagrant Curse, B, Thief's Curse, C, Gemino Curse, or D, Libro Curse.
C.
That is correct for 1 point. All right.
And with that, Albert did take the lead. It is now 12-11, but it is now Ruben's turn to spin. So let's bring back Mike and bring up that there wheel. All right. And are you ready for your spin, Ruben?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. And here is your spin. And it's going to land on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
So Mike, it's not my strongest, but there is 2 categories that actually there's 4 different categories I'm more scared of than this one.
Then I'd say take it.
So, and then we're only down by 1, right?
Yeah, only down by 1. So I'd say take it.
We're down by 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel safer going for it. Let's do it.
Oops, sorry. Clicked the wrong thing. It's okay. I'm not counting that against you. That was a slip of the finger. I apologize. And luckily you landed on a category that's already gone, so I don't even feel bad. All right. Give me one moment while I pull up that category. All right. Ruben, are you ready for your questions in Worlds of DC?
Do it.
All right, your first question. What instrument is Mira playing when Arthur wakes up at sea in Aquaman? And 5, 4.
I have a guess,
3,
but let's be safe. Multiple choice.
No problem. All right, your multiple choice options are A, a violin, B, a clarinet, C, a guitar, or D, a flute.
I'm sorry, can I get those options one more time?
Sure, there is one free repeat for the options. It is A, violin, B, clarinet, C, guitar, or D, flute.
I don't want multiple choice. Violin.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options once again are A, violin, B, clarinet, C, guitar, or D, flute.
Flute.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. All right, Ruben, your second question. Which of the sins kills the elder Mr. Savannah in Shazam?
Yeah, I'm between 2.
And 5.
I think it's greed. Let's go greed.
That is correct for 2 points. It is a tie game. All right. Your next question. What type of liquor does Arthur order after saving a man on a ship in Justice League?
It doesn't seem like it.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's go for it. Actually, I'm multiple choice.
Multiple choice. All right. Your options are A, vodka, B, tequila, C, bourbon, or D, whiskey.
That's both options I was thinking over there. A whiskey.
Whiskey is correct for 1 point. All right. Your fourth question. In the finale of Wonder Woman, Steve and his team discover a plane with timed bombs on it. What city is the plane's target?
London.
That's correct for 2 points. And your final question. What real-life scientist plays himself in newsreel clips in Batman v Superman? And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Neil deGrasse Tyson, B, Bill Nye, C, Stephen Hawking, or D, David Baltimore. And 5.
The only one
4,
that kind of makes sense. Let's go with
3.
Bill Nye.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options once again are A. Neil deGrasse Tyson, B. Bill Nye, C. Stephen Hawking, or D. David Baltimore?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. So after round number 2, it's 60 to 14. Thank you, Sandy. We're going into round number 3. Round number 3 is going to work like this. There's a wheel with 6 categories on it. Each of those categories has 3 questions: 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. You will each get 3 spins at that wheel to get questions in those point values. You are allowed to get the same category as long as it is in different point values. Keep in mind, you are allowed 1 respin. However, if you use it, you cannot use it on another question. Example, you don't like your 3, you can respin, but then you cannot respin on your 5. Since Albert is down, he will answer until he takes the lead over Ruben, and then we will go on to Ruben. So we are going to go ahead and bring up Albert's manager, and I will bring up the new wheel. 1 moment. Just before we get started, Albert, so you know all the categories available, they are going to be Heroes and Villains, Star Trek, MCU, Quotes, Wizarding World, and Worlds of DC. Okay. Albert, are you ready for your first spin?
Uh-huh.
All right, this is for 2 points. And it is in Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think you take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take it.
All right. I hate this part of the job. All right, I'll go ahead and take Albert's question. So, Albert, for 2 points in Worlds of DC. In Aquaman, 2 points. After the tidal wave almost kills Arthur's father, who manipulates the water inside his lungs to save him?
Atlana.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The answer is Mara. Mara does.
Okay.
All right, so bringing back Adelaide and bringing back Wheel. All right, this is going to be your second spin. This is for 3 points. And it's going to be Heroes and Villains. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think there's some scary things on the wheel. I think it's a little broad. What are you thinking?
Can we say the other categories again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. It is Star Trek, MCU, Quotes, Wizarding World, and Worlds of DC.
I think Quotes is the big scary thing. If we hit that for 5, it might be tough.
Yeah. I'd rather stick with this one right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. I trust you, buddy.
All right. So we're going to go ahead. It's going to be in Heroes and Villains. All right, Albert, for 3 points in Heroes and Villains. In Snowpiercer, who plays Wilford, the creator and caretaker of the train who lives at the very front?
I love this movie.
I love this question.
Yeah.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris is correct for 3 points and the lead. All right, so now we will bring up Mike and the wheel one more time. Ruben, this is going to be your 2-pointer spin. One more time. All right, Ruben, are you ready?
Yep, let's go.
All right. There's your spin for 2 points. And it lands on Star Trek. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Oh, what's the score right now? At 1 point?
The score is 17 to 16.
He's only up by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fairly confident in Star Trek. So
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
we'll take it.
All right. And Sandy, just the wheels on your side today, or the fates, whatever it is. You can go ahead and ask him his 2-pointer question.
All right. Your 2-point question in the category of Star Trek, Ruben, is what species of alien is Cybok, the main villain of The Final Frontier?
He's Vulcan.
For 2 points. And retakes the lead.
It's now 18-17. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is where we are at. Albert is now going to be given his 5-pointer question. If he hits it, he stays in the game and will actually basically force Ruben to answer his 5-pointer in order to win. If he misses, Ruben will win. So we're going to bring back Adelaide.
Wait, okay. Quick challenge on Ruben's 2. You said what race is he, right?
Yep.
Isn't he
Yes.
half Vulcan and not full Vulcan?
No, he's Vulcan.
Well, let's just.
Yeah.
Would you like to officially challenge?
Albert, do you know about this?
Well, he is the half brother, but I don't know the exact race.
He's half brother because Spock is half human and half.
Spock
Vulcan.
is half.
Like
What
I
do you
said,
think,
if you want to challenge, you can. The challenge on the board is he a Vulcan?
This might be our last chance. Might be a world lead challenge. Do you think we should take it?
If you think so, then yeah, we can do that.
All right. Yeah. Let's challenge.
Okay, we have an official challenge on the board. We will take a break real quick and come back once we have our results. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And after reviewing the challenge, we did look into it. Cybok is a full Vulcan. He is Spock's half-brother, but they have his mother was full Vulcan Cybok's, whereas Spock's was not. So he is a full Vulcan. So we will be taking away Albert's challenge. Ruben keeps his points. And we stick with what we were going to do. So we are bringing back up the wheel again for Albert. And this will be his 5-point spin. Albert, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So your potential last spin, possible first spin is in.
Good luck, Albert.
Thank you.
And it is the MCU. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
So we're gonna take it, but Albert, I want you to remember you have 2 repeats. If you hit this, Ruben has to hit his 5. I have full confidence in you. You got this, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Deep breaths. Focus.
All right.
All right. There it finally goes. All right. Albert, your 5-pointer question is saying this game in the MCU. What is Tony doing when we first see him in the Iron Man suit in the Avengers?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right, that is his second repeat. All right. What is Tony doing when we first see him in the Iron Man suit in the Avengers?
He is fixing an underwater pipe.
We will accept that for 5 points. He is doing underwater maintenance.
All right, Mike.
You-
Mike, you want to come in here real quick?
Sure. Okay.
What do you got?
He's actually adding the arc reactor to put the entire tower on a energy for the full year. So
Okay.
he's not repairing anything. He's
Challenge
adding
it.
something to it.
Challenge it.
I think we need to challenge it. Challenge it, I'm saying.
Challenge. Okay, so
Yeah.
your challenge is that he's not doing any kind of repair. That he's
No. He's adding a energy sufficient. I think it's like similar to an arc reactor. Same thing that powers the
Okay,
suit
so you're
to
saying
the
that's
power port under the water.
okay.
Yeah,
All right, that's
he's
your first
adding
challenge.
it.
All right, so that challenge is on the board. We're going to take another break. We're going to review it and come back with our results. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting with us. So this is what we have come down to. What we looked into is that when Albert's answer could technically be construed as wrong or right, we got with the question writer. However, then we reviewed what the actual challenge was, and it was a little confusing what we were trying to challenge. So in order to make just all parties happy, we are throwing out that 5-pointer. We are going to give Albert a new 5-pointer and just reset it. The only thing he loses is the 1 repeat he used on the first question. So he only has 1 repeat left. But Ruben does also lose his challenge. So we're going back to it. So give me 1 second as I just make sure on my board that I've already taken away the 5 points. All right, so we are back to 17 to 18. Robert answering a 5-pointer in the MCU. Robert, here it is. Name the weapons development program the World Security Council planned to use to replace the Avengers Initiative in the Avengers.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, this is your last repeat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Name the weapons development program the World Security Council planned to use to replace the Avengers Initiative in the Avengers. Going to need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2,
The
1.
Tesseract program. I know.
Tesseract program.
And your winner, Ruben Cologne. We were looking for Phase 2. Phase 2 was the name of the program. Oh, man, that was a nail-biter of a match coming down to the 5-pointer question. What a great match by these two competitors. 18 to 17, close all the way. Let's go ahead. We are going to talk with Albert first. And Albert, great match, dude. For your first game, 17 points is nothing to be ashamed of. And when it comes to those 5-pointers, it's always a pain in the butt because they're the deepest cuts. You got 2 different questions. You just couldn't pull that second one. But I mean, you put on a great match. How are you feeling right now?
Kind of disappointed in myself. I feel like I should have done better, especially in that round 1. For some reason, I misheard some of the questions, including that Wizarding World one, which I did use the repeat and to my benefit. But yeah, no, I should have. Most of them, I knew it. It just I doubted myself, something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, Adelaide, any words for your competitor today? He put on a great show.
I mean, yeah, it's really unfortunate we didn't have a great round 1, but let's be honest, we outplayed Ruben in terms of gameplay. We had a great round 2, and if we had hit the 5, historically, he can't hit 3s or 5s. So we nearly won this match, and it really just came down to the challenge, and it was really rough, and we were talking about it a lot backstage. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way. But you know what? That's fine. At the end of the day, Albert still has a match after this. He'll get his own 1 match, he'll beat that, and then he'll go on and win the match that I know he deserves to win. He is an incredible competitor. And I know that today is not the showing of his full potential.
No, absolutely. Totally agree. But Albert, you will be back. It will be a while, but you will definitely get another match later on this year. But like I said, great debut, great performance today, and we will definitely be seeing you again. All right. And now we bring on the winner for today. That is Ruben and his manager, Mike, whenever Mike decides to get back. But anyways, Ruben, congratulations, man. 18 points, able to pull it off, a perfect round in round 1. You had a little slip up in round 2, but you were able to keep the lead enough to force Albert to his harder questions, and it paid off for you, man. You got it done. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good and crappy at the same time. Albert is a strong competitor. We both had to get nitpicky in this match in order to take each other down. He got nitpicky on the half Vulcan thing, and I got nitpicky on that 5-pointer. So we did everything. We threw every single thing that we had at our disposal at each other, and we fought tooth and nail. And it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I'm sad I had to face someone. I wish he got to face someone else, so maybe I could see him later on in the tournament. That way he could at least get that one in their spell. But I'm just glad I'm moving on, honestly. I wanted this really bad. Obviously, if you saw how my emotions were.
No, absolutely. And since Mike isn't here, just so you know, I heard through the grapevine that you might be very interested in who you will be playing next, because your next opponent will be David Garcia Alonso. And according to him, you've been trying to get him in Geek at MTFO. So how's it feel knowing that you're going to get him in Geek here?
Yeah, that is extraordinary news to me, because I took David down in singles. I'm hoping he wins the gala and faces me in Star Wars over at MTFO. I've been trying to get up against him in Geek, and he won't challenge me because he knows I am a better competitor than him. So now I finally had the opportunity to face him He can't hide. He has nowhere to run. I have him exactly where I want him, and I can actually face him now and take him down.
No, yeah, absolutely. And that definitely, I mean, like I said, you both had dominating performances in your debut, so I can tell that match is definitely going to be really good. But once again, congratulations, and we will definitely see you again once you face David.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Sandy, any last thoughts on that match, man? That was a nail biter.
It really was. And I mean, once again, credit to both of the competitors. Both Albert and Ruben played exceptionally well. They both had good rounds, like Ruben and Albert said too. Round one was clearly Ruben's, getting that perfect round all the way through. But Albert came back in round two, and I was able to pick up a couple of steals. Yeah, he missed a question, but he didn't get punished for it because Ruben didn't pick it up. And then round three just bit him. And unfortunately we had that challenge, but you know what? That's the name of the game. When you're playing in these matches, you've got to take your opportunities when they come up. And that was, both the challenges that we saw were both worthy challenges. I can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that will do it for us at Full Metal Geek. For Ruben, for Albert, for Adelaide, for Mike, for my co-host Sandy, I am the Red Ranger, Rene Villarreal Jr., RJ. I'm going to find a way to shorten all of that eventually. But you guys remember, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you tune in for the next match so we see who faces Tim Burkalla first this year. We will see you guys next time.